Hey everybody, E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Let's get into the daily astrological update for Thursday. I'm going to run through it quickly, but if you want a more detailed video, go to my Facebook page at author E-Ray Taronic, okay, and you can see it there. Now, on Thursday, the sun will be in Aries at 19 degrees until 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means if you're watching this on Wednesday, starting at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun will shift over to, 19 degrees, okay? This pertains to your image and how you're seen, and it affects placements in any sign between 16 and 22 degrees. Under these energies, one can be cautious, intelligent, action-oriented, and more adventurous. One may travel and discover new things. Where you have challenging aspects, be sure to thoroughly assess before acting upon or implementing things, okay? So if your placements are in Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Virgo, between 17 and 22 degrees, beware of that, okay? You assess the situations before acting upon them, because potential difficulties can crop up that you'll need to be equipped for, okay? Success can be had wherever you're initiating things or taking lead on projects. For some, you're even rewarded with praise or a high position, or you're praised for finding something or discovering something, especially if you have placements in Sagittarius and or Leo, between 17 and 23 degrees, or Gemini or Aquarius. Libra placements, be sure that if you're traveling, that you assess situations before implementing them. Make sure you have your license straight. Make sure you're not speeding when traveling and things of that nature. Okay, be more cautious, because you can feel action oriented and things like that, and things can crop up. So just be mindful of that. Taurus and Pisces placements have to initiate things, so make sure that you are assessing things before you initiate things that have to do with your wealth, your worth, or your resources, or things that are secret, okay? Some of you can have success with taking the lead on projects, especially if you have placements in Scorpio, placements in Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, or Aquarius, between 16 and 22 degrees, okay? Okay, moving along. The next transit I want to talk about is just a 1 hour and 55-minute transit, and it happens on Thursday. It starts at 8:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The moon in Capricorn at 12 degrees will trine Venus in Taurus, where you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You're receiving a blessing of romance, money, resources, or having a good time, or something that adds to your worth. Someone could even buy you breakfast or something like that, okay, at work. Or it's a harmonious, gentle, charming energy. It ushers in emotional ease or a natural ability to attract love or comfort. So this could even be a supervisor buying lunch for everybody. It could even be that. Creativity, sympathy, and social grace is shown. Smooth relationships and having a pleasant demeanor is advanced. Under these energies, one can be more passionate, aggressive, sarcastic about a blessing you receive, or manipulative. So they could be using a blessing to manipulate you. Where distrust or arguments were stirred up, calm, trusting, and more of a coming together energy can prevail. One's high morals, principles, intelligence are put to the service of the collective good. So like I said, somebody could be buying breakfast for multiple people, One's high morals and principles and intelligence, like I said, are put to the service of the collective good. Blessings can be afforded to you that will make others envious, okay? For some, this could deal with romance or a romantic partner. A happy relationship or partnership can feature. Others are blessed due to their artistic gifts. Either way, honor is shown, and a high social status is afforded to you, okay? Okay, let's move along to the next transit. The next transit is another 1 hour and 55-minute transit. Okay, so by 12:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon in Capricorn will sextile Vesta in Pisces at 14 degrees. This speaks as to an opportunity or assistance to show devotion to someone or something. Okay, so this could be a passion project that you're working on, or something behind the scenes. It could have to do with career, where you have placements in Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus between 11 and 17 degrees. You're privy to this opportunity or assistance, or you're offering it to someone else, okay? Cancer and Virgo placements can see the benefits as well. Under these energies, one can be passionate, shrewd, ambitious, noble, determined, aggressive. Adventures can be had or embarked upon. Successful circumstances can be had around hunting, trade, politics, law, and or law enforcement. One can be assigned to a special task or mission, or you could be put on a special job. One may be it's important to be diplomatic and talk things out if opposing like opinions arise or something like that. Troubles can be overcome with dialogue. This is a chance to overcome people trying to sabotage your progress or your forward movement or your passion projects. Okay. Now moving along to the next transit I want to talk about is another 1 hour and 55-minute transit. It starts at 4:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The moon in Capricorn at 16 degrees will oppose Jupiter in Cancer. So this ushers in luck and expansion in career as well as in home and family. Even the relationships or partnerships within home and family or career feature. Although these are lucky energies, beware of being overly optimistic, overindulgent, or overpromising. It can lead to a need for moderation. Where you have placements between 13 and 19 degrees of Cancer, Libra, Aries, or Capricorn, you're affected by these energies. Under these energies, one can be obliging, nervous, passionate, anxious, sensual, persistent, carefully prepared for the future, be professionally skilled, earn a high position, be elected or chosen for an important role. You could be protected by someone in authority. You could be optimistic about someone in authority, giving you a leg up. You could be a pioneer or show leadership skills. Success can be achieved outside the normal areas you frequent or work in. Careers in the sciences, the arts, or religion can be favored. Changes or reforms can be made. So like you could be put on a job position that you're not usually put in because there could be changes made. Or you could be afforded the chance to get to do something that people previously weren't able to do. Generosity can be shown to those who don't deserve it or really didn't do anything particularly to earn it, because maybe that's just a change or a law that comes in that affords you that opportunity. The next transit I want to talk about is the last transit I want to talk about, and it's a 24-hour transit, and it starts at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, and it goes for 24 hours. The sun will shift to 20 degrees of Aries, and it will stay there until Friday afternoon. This pertains to how you're seen or your image, and it affects placements in any sign between 17 and 23 degrees. Under these energies, one can feel lonely, impoverished, exiled, imprisoned, or separated from others, especially if you have placements in Libra between 17 or 23 degrees, and that could deal with career or even home and family. Scorpio and Virgo placements too, because you're kind of working around a unique challenge or circumstance. Under these energies, if you have favorable aspects like Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, or Aquarius between 17 to 23 degrees, you're coming together with others, or you're being offered a chance to come out of seclusion. You could feel prosperous, gain wealth, be offered help out of a difficult situation. Or if you are separated from others, it's a blessing to you in some way. Maybe you're making money or put in a high position. Just beware of taking trips far away from home. If you square these energies like Cancer or Capricorn between 17 to 23 degrees, because you could see issues or get stuck there. So think thoroughly before acting upon things, and don't do too much, because you don't want to encounter a setback. Even if your placements are in Scorpio or Virgo, unique challenges can crop up. So plan ahead if your placements are between 17 to 23 degrees. By the time this comes up, I will already have the written astrology posted, so you can check the written astrology if you have placements in any other signs within those degrees, okay? Or you can go to my Facebook page at Author E. Ray Taronic, where I talked about it more in that video. Okay, thanks for sticking around for the daily astrological update, and I'll check back with you guys in a couple days. Bye now.